Toncoin plummeted back in August when founder Pavel Durov was arrested in France, but since his release the price has been steadily climbing, and in the past couple of days it's been outperforming the market. In today's video we're going to briefly look at what Toncoin is and look at all the on-chain data and technical analysis that you need to decide whether you want to invest in this coin or move on to the next one. Now, starting off with CoinGecko, and we can see that Toncoin is the number 15 coin listed on the platform. It's got a market cap of $8.86 billion, so it's quite large. We can see that it's neck and neck at the moment for 15 and 14 spot with Chainlink. So looking at the coin here, we can see that it has been growing, and in the last 24 hours it's up by 3.2%. We can see here that the market cap is 8.8 billion, but the fully diluted valuation is 18.3 billion. So still plenty of tokens to come onto the market, which may be inflationary and add selling pressure to the coin in the future. So what is Toncoin? And it's called the Open Network. It's a layer 1 smart contract network. It moved from proof of work to proof of stake, and it specializes in financial applications. It offers Ton storage, which is decentralized. It offers the Ton domain name service, and then it offers the Ton proxy, which allows developers to connect securely and privately with applications on the blockchain. So moving across to DeFi Llama and looking at all the different chains, and we can see that Toncoin is the 31st chain on the list, and it's seen a 55.4% increase in new addresses in the past day and a 7% increase in the past 7 days, which looks to be one of the best on the entire list. So looking at the total value locked, and we can see the big run up there in 2024, and we can see around July, August, it started dropping down, and then with the arrest, it kind of plummeted down further. It had a little recovery, and then it's been kind of trending downwards ever since, until recently when it started to pick back up slightly upon the release of Durov. Now looking at the DEX volume, and we can see that it's been up and down throughout last year, had a nice recovery in November and then came back down, and we can see that the low point was the 8th of March, and it's been kind of picking up ever since then. We can see that it's kind of the same for chain fees and chain revenue. They kind of bottomed out on the 8th of March, which is before the release of Durov, and it's been kind of picking up slightly since then. So perhaps we could say that the bottom is in for Toncoin. And looking at the volume on Toncoin as well, we can see that this has been picking up since February, and it kind of bottomed out there in February, and it's been picking up since before Durov's release. So it does look like we could have found a bottom in the value and the volume that's interacting on the Ton chain. Looking at the unlocks, so we can see that that $8.8 billion market cap is going to increase over time to 18 billion, and we can see that the next release is in 217 days. So that's just something to keep in mind in the future. $130 million worth of the token are going to be added on, and that's going to a Ton believers fund, so people who aren't likely to sell the coin. Coming across to TradingView, and we can just see very similar with the price action. Everything was running up back to March in last year, and then it's kind of been trending down. We can see the drop in price on Durov's arrest here. It kind of recovered and then it trended down. Had a recovery with the rest of the market in November, and then it trended down pretty much up until Durov's release, and then it's kind of been moving back upwards. Looking at the RSI, and I like to say that this coin is trending when it goes past the midline here. So we can see that on the RSI 1-day system that this coin is now trending. We can see the simple moving 120-day average is above the price. So that kind of acts as a magnet to the price. So looking forward, we could see this coin moving up quite significantly. Obviously, it's going to be based around the rest of the market. So everything's correlated. So if BTC goes up by 5 or 10%, you could expect to see this going up by 15, 20 or 25%. And definitely hitting that simple moving average going forward if the market is moving forward as a whole. And if altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin in the near future, then this could be a really solid bet. So taking a look at Ton versus Ethereum, which Ton is actually valued in, and we can see that this has broken out of its trend for quite some time, and it's performing stronger against Ethereum than it has been against USDC. And we can see that it's almost in oversold territory against Ethereum. So showing strong performance in terms of Ethereum. Now, how's it doing against Bitcoin? We can see it's been trending down for a very long time until very recently on Durov's release, it's broken out of that trend and it seems to be trending higher. So if we do see Bitcoin moving up, we should see this trend continuing and the price of Toncoin moving up into the future. So Toncoin, the future does look good. It looks to be bottomed out. It looks like it's going to go up. The coin looks healthy and it looks like it's going to go up very nicely if the market is going upwards. So am I going to be investing in it? Well, I'm probably not for the moment until we see which direction the market is moving in. Things look to be a bit 50-50 at the moment. Global liquidity is rising, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. So if we do get Bitcoin trending and we do get the entire market trending, then Toncoin is something that I'm going to be looking at. And it wouldn't be the wildest idea in the world if you did want to invest in this coin right now.